Without question.
Sir, why have you come to SDP National Secretariat today, sir?
Well, my name is Hamzat Al-Mustapha. I'm here at this important party's headquarters to meet with the chairman, being a brother and a friend. I'm here on a true brotherhood spirit from the point of view of the welfare and well-being of Nigeria. I'm here to reciprocate the true brotherhood spirit so displayed or so offered to us. I'm here to felicitate and then to now show to the leadership of the party, the executive and indeed the entire members of SDP that we are in a modern Nigeria. Crisscross fertilizing of ideas between parties, between leadership and candidates is at this point in time a very paramount thing to do. Limiting our scope of thinking and reasoning within parties that we all belong to will not augur well for Nigeria. Numerous ideas exist, numerous innovations are all across all of us. Then they need this time around to be seen to be broad-minded, to be large-hearted in understanding that rendering service to Nigeria and Nigerians is one paramount thing we must do. So I'm here as brothers, as a brother to my brothers and sisters, as leaders in this party, to show my respect with that spirit of reciprocity. I thank you so much.
You are saying that you want to join the SDP. You are going to seek collaboration with the party?
No, what I said speaks for itself and it begins and ends with that. It is strange to you seeing a candidate from another party coming to another party at such a critical time of elections. We're introducing something new. This time around, you have people who are large-hearted, who have the understanding. And the fact that I'm in Action Alliance, it doesn't mean I cannot go to another party. I have visited Nigerians, patriotic Nigerians. I have visited leaders of a party that is unique. I am from a unique party. You may not be surprised to see me in another party's headquarters tomorrow. We should be large-hearted and be broad-minded. Anonymity, as it was yesterday, was to us a very disservice thing to do. We have to show good example, affection and understanding to our brothers and sisters, to particularly the younger ones coming up. We have to show that example to show that at whatever level, position of Nigeria's peace and unity cannot be compromised. What we must be seen to do is to keep building and to keep creating bridges that will bring harmony and understanding and a plain level ground. That is why I'm here.
Thank you, Your Excellency. What's your take on this visit?
Well, my brother have said it all. Politics is not a do or die affair. The fundamental thing before us is making sure that Nigeria move on. Nobody have monopoly of carrying the entire burden on his head. Cross-fertilizing of ideas, exchanging ideas to define a modern Nigeria is what we are talking about. Nigeria is trapped right now. We need younger generations with capacity, with dexterity and capability to drive a new thinking, to generate a new idea on how to move on. The country is stranded somehow. So we need a collection of people who have the determination to look at beyond their immediate political party, look at the larger picture of Nigeria. What do we need to do to stabilize this country? We are all stakeholders, and we are going through some of these challenges. The insecurity is extremely very high. The poverty level is extremely very high. The educational system have collapsed. The healthcare sector is in decay. So it's not about people that have been around the corridor of power over decades. It's about people who have the energy and the capacity to discharge it in driving Nigeria into a modern society. So basically, his visit is not about joining SDP. It's about fraternity between us, sharing ideas. How do we work together? How do we strengthen our common understanding, building a modern nation called Nigeria? Basically, that is why we've been friends for decades, for years. It is not politics that brought us together, and we'll continue to work towards building a better Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
A public statement by Ambassador Rufus Ayenigba, the National Public Secretary of the Social Democratic Party, this day, the 12th of January, 2023. The attention of the leadership of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, has been drawn to some dishonest and illegitimate publications by one Mr. Alpha Mohammed, who claimed he was speaking on behalf of a great party, the Social Democratic Party, and purportedly, with respect to the party's presidential candidate and collaboration with other political parties, said that we are in alliance with some certain political parties in respect of the 2023 general election. But the Social Democratic Party disavows Mr. Mohammed's claims and insists that he is not our own. He's not a member of the party, and he's not in a position to issue any statement on whatever subject. As a matter of fact, Mr. Alpha Mohammed is a complete persona non grata in the Social Democratic Party. Is a compulsive impostor and fabricator of falsehood. The party had in the past put a disclaimer on this same Mr. Alpha Mohammed, a former member of the Social Democratic Party, when it was first discovered that he was fond of concocting spurious, sometimes fraudulent and unfounded reports and stories. It was his habitual recklessness and outright disregard for decorum that led to his being relieved of his position as Deputy Publicity Secretary of the party in November 2018, before he was suspended from the party in March 2019 by the National Working Committee, NWC, and later got expelled by the National Executive Committee, ratified in August 2019. His expulsion from the party was formally upheld by the subsequent National Convention of the party, which was held in June 2022. Mr. Alpha Mohammed is reputed for a number of claims. Most times you agree with us that his claims are not always true. Mr. Alpha Mohammed, currently as we speak, is a member of the All Progressive Congress, and is even a strong member of one of the support groups of that party in the Southwest called Swagger. So there's no way a man who is playing such a role in APC could be said to be an official of the party, of the SDP. And so what he has done, or whatever claim that he has made, they are a nullity, they are not correct. He is nothing but impersonating, and this has been drawn to these activities, these fraudulent activities have in the past been drawn to the relevant agencies of government, the police. Our petition on Alpha Mohammed is with the IG and the DSS, and he's been invited in time past for questioning. So you just wonder that there are some people who are serial wheeler dealers in politics, just looking for opportunities so they mean no good for Nigeria, for the system, for the polity, and all they do is about stomach infrastructure. It is true to his character for Mr. Mohammed, who has not been part of any activities of the Social Democratic Party in the last 4 years, that is, since early 2019, but has intermittently pushed fabricated lies to mislead and defraud the public with malicious intent to tarnish the reputation of the targeted individuals in the Social Democratic Party or in other political parties under the national irrational guise that he is fabricating a non-existent faction within the SDP. We note that no political party can curtail discipline or expel ex-members from grumbling or groaning to get notice or get relevant. But faction fabricators like Alpha Mohammed need to be called to order by the appropriate authorities. when their shamelessness starts to impinge on the sensibilities of the Nigerian public. We are not interested in what has motivated Mr. Mohammed for his recklessness or how this has become his character and hallmark. Therefore, we formally reported this serious misinformation and misrepresentation to the Inspector General of Police in August 2022, and to who is the apex law enforcer, to call him to order for impersonation, false preferences, and to conduct for conduct likely to cause breach of peace, public peace. And Mr. Mohammed is indeed under watch and investigation for criminal impersonation. While the police continues to carry out their investigation of the various acts of mischief and criminal acts of impersonation by Mr. Mohammed, we call on all members of the Social Democratic Party nationwide, and the general public to disregard the reckless publication of Mr. Mohammed Alpha, because they are false and malevolent, and above all, they are not in the interest of social justice and our pursuit to combat poverty, insecurity, for peace, progress, and prosperity to reign in our country. I want to emphasize that the SDP is not in any alliance talks or negotiation or whatever with any political party. Prince Adewale Adebayo is the presidential candidate of the Social Democratic Party and is moving around the country, engaging the issues, engaging the critical stakeholders, talking to people, connecting with Nigerians through town hall meetings and one-on-one campaigns, not necessarily renting crowds as others do. And we believe that in order to change the narrative and to rescue Nigeria from this despondency that has been in the Nigerian landscape in the last 7 years, the insecurity, the poverty, the dysfunctionalities in our system, we need to look in the direction, Nigerians need to look in the direction of the Social Democratic Party that has well-documented, well-planned manifesto and blueprints to rescue Nigeria. We are not in this game for the fun of it. We're running to win election. Thank you. Questions? If there's any one or two, so that.